5 reasons why people quit being vegan and what you can do about it. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Ama Opari here at Food for the Soul, and here on this channel I share tips and tools you can use to create a healthy diet and lifestyle you can stick to so that you can become whole and healthy and do all the things that you are meant to do in this world. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll find out every time I upload a new video. And you can download my free ebook, The Secrets to a Flavor-Filled Vegan Kitchen, or How to Make the Right Decisions When You're Surrounded by All the Wrong Decisions. The links are in the description. So reason number 1 that people often quit being vegan is, in the beginning, they start to feel sick. Maybe even their doctor tells them, oh, you need to stop doing this crazy diet. You need to go back to eating animal products. But really, are you sick, or is it what is called a healing crisis? Your body is a tremendous healing machine. Once you start living a healthier lifestyle, your body begins the process of cleaning itself out, cleaning your systems out of all the things that have accumulated in your body that are not healthy. And in order to get them out, you may go through what is called a healing crisis. Many of the symptoms that we experience when we are sick is actually your body doing what it's supposed to do, which is getting rid of the toxins, whatever it is that's in your system that's making you sick in the first place, that is not healthy for you. So the main ways that your body has of doing that is through your respiratory system, your digestive system, and through the skin. So when you start living a healthier lifestyle, when you change your diet to a healthy plant-based diet, you may experience some symptoms, such as you may have a periods of time where you have bloating and gas or diarrhea, as your body is eliminating those things through your urine, through your feces, and that may feel uncomfortable. As your body gets accustomed to the more fiber, the more, the different nutrients coming in, the different types of food that are coming in, your body has to adjust, and that may feel uncomfortable for a while. You may find you have rashes or acne or bumps or pimples or different things on different parts of your body. Your skin is one of the largest organs in your body and is a way that your body can pass out the toxins that are in. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your diet. It means that your body's doing its job of cleaning you out. Or you may find you have bad breath for a while, or you may get headaches for a while, or you may be anxious or feel some depression. Once again, these are all ways that your body is eliminating the toxins out of your system. Those toxins have been stored in your fat, in your muscle cells, and so as it begins to release those things, they come out through, as I said before, through your urine, through your feces, through your skin, through your breath, through all the different ways that your body has of eliminating the toxins in your system. So one of the things that I always recommend is to have a journal, to keep a wellness journal, and I have a recent video about how to do that. And this is very important to do, especially at the beginning, because then you can keep track of what symptoms you're feeling. Are they getting worse? Are they getting better? What things that you are doing that increases them or helps them to go away? Because there may be times where it is something that you're eating that your body doesn't react well to. Maybe for you don't do well with bananas, or you don't do well with nuts, or there may be things you're allergic to or your body has a hard time processing. And so keeping a journal will help you pay attention, help you track and see what's going on. And that way gives you the confidence to be able to wait a little while, and so that you can see the difference. So yes, maybe today I am I have, all kinds of new pimples or something, and I can watch each day and see the difference and keep track of that along with the things that I am eating. And I can begin to see the correlations, the process. I can track my healing crisis journey and learn to listen to my body and what it's telling me. Your body is a magical healing thing, and it will tell you the things that you need to know if you listen to it. Your body knows, and if you can begin to learn to listen to that, to the messages it's telling, you will have so much information that will help you going forward. In order to keep the feelings of being sick during this healing crisis from sending you off track, start your wellness journal. Write down all the things that are happening. Give yourself a week or so to see what's happening before you decide that this diet isn't for you. Drink lots of water. Make sure you're eating lots of fresh fruits, lots of fresh vegetables. Avoid a lot of the processed stuff and give your body the chance to really purge from what's been stored up in your system over these years. Now, your doctor doesn't necessarily know about healing crises, doesn't necessarily know about a plant-based diet. Most doctors have very little to no nutrition education, and what little they do get, if they get any, is largely influenced by the pharmaceutical and the meat and dairy industries. So it's not based on scientifically proven information about plant-based diets. There's a lot of information out there that shows, that proves the power of a plant-based diet and what you can expect when you do adopt a healthier plant-based diet. But most doctors, most nutritionists, even dietitians, aren't getting that information. They still believe you need a lot of protein. They still believe that plant foods do not provide optimum nutrition. Even in this day and age, I still see articles all the time about how, if you're going to go vegan, you have to be very careful to monitor that you're getting all the right things. But you don't hear them saying that about about the standard American diet, which really you're not getting the right things. You're getting so much more of the nutrients and things that your body needs on a plant-based diet than you ever will get in an animal product-based diet, in a processed food-based diet, in the standard American diet. Reason number 2 why people quit being vegan is that it's too expensive and it's too confusing with all these crazy ingredients. These days, at Whole Foods and even your average grocery store or supermarket, you can find a wealth of products that are targeted at those of us who are plant-based. Meat replacements, dairy replacements, egg replacements, and these are processed foods, just like, much of the food that many people eat these days. It makes up a lot of their diet, and those things tend to be expensive and not very good for you. And so you get a recipe and it says all these crazy ingredients you never heard of before, tempeh or nutritional yeast or some fancy sauce or seasoning. And yes, it can be confusing and it can feel expensive to go to the market and buy all of those things. What I've learned here, living in Tanzania, is that where I can't even get a lot of those things and they are even more expensive, is how much I don't need them. I eat mostly just plants, just fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, whole foods, nuts, things like that. And I'm totally satisfied. So yes, there are things that you may want to get, especially at the beginning when you're transitioning. It's sometimes helpful to have those replacements to sort of phase yourself into what it means to not have those things. But you don't really need them. Focus on the beautiful fruits and vegetables that are available to you, the different grains that are available to you, and look at it as an experiment, an adventure. This is an opportunity for you to discover new ways of eating, new things about yourself. And so look at it, go forth with it with a childlike love for adventure, of seeing what is amazing and new that you can find out today. So if you do need to get ingredients, then get them bit by bit. You don't have to go and restock your whole kitchen cabinet in one day. get them bit by bit until you have the things that you need in your kitchen. I'm fortunate here to be able to grow a lot of my own food, and so I am able to have in my garden multiple kinds of greens, tomatoes and squashes and eggplants and peppers and many different things that I can grow in my garden. I also have bananas and guava and mango and passion fruit and papaya. Now they're not all ripe at all the same time. I do still buy a lot of things as needed. You know, wherever you are, you will be able to find variety of fruits and vegetables that will help make a well-rounded diet. That's the main thing. Whole plant-based foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, seeds, beans. Those are the things that should make up the bulk of your diet anyway. And those things aren't generally that expensive. If you're buying in season, if you're buying local. So if you can do a little searching around, maybe you can collaborate with some other people and you can share buying things in bulk. There are ways to make it much more affordable to eat vegan. You don't need to have tempeh. You don't need to have tofu. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in another one of the reasons as we talk about what to eat and menu planning. So that's reason number 2 that people quit being vegan, is that they think it's too expensive and there's all these confusing ingredients to buy. Reason number 3 why people quit being vegan is that you don't know what to eat, or you're getting bored with eating the same old 2 or 3 recipes, salads all the time. The truth of the matter is, yes, it's going to take you some time to retool, to learn some new skills and some new techniques. But you didn't learn to cook the way you do now overnight. And so, yes, it's going to take some time. And look at this as an opportunity for growth. Look at it as and something exciting. And over the course of a few weeks, maybe even a few months, you'll begin to expand your horizons, your cooking skills. You'll begin to gain your vegan kitchen confidence until you have a repertoire of recipes that are easy for you to make, that you love eating, and that and you can build on for the future. You don't have to do it all in once. You know, this is something that's a progress. It's a bit by bit thing. I find that I enjoy my cooking even more now that I became vegan. I was always a pretty good cook, but my horizons have expanded to include new ingredients, new foods, new recipes, new flavors. I learned about making Indian flavors, about Asian flavors, about different North African flavors, different flavors. I learned how to combine seasoning and spices in new ways to make food that's even more delicious than before. And in my menu planning workshop, this is the things that I teach. And that is, number 1 is to begin by looking at what you already make. And which things do you already make that would be pretty easy to make vegan? Sometimes you can substitute, a vegan margarine or milk for an animal-based one, so that things like mashed potatoes or rice or grits or other things like that can very easily become vegan just by making a simple swap. Other things, you can just remove the animal products altogether. I make pasta, spaghetti, or something like that quite frequently. And yes, you can certainly replace the meat with a plant-based meat alternative, like plant-based ground crumbles or something like that. But oftentimes you don't even need to do that. Just take that meat thing out, maybe add some other vegetables. Just make sure you're using some really good spices and seasoning. When I make my spaghetti sauce, I put, I use mushrooms. I use fresh oregano if I have it, or fresh basil. I use lots of good garlic. I put some balsamic vinegar in it. Just by bumping up the flavor with seasoning and spices instead of the meat, you can end up with something that's even more delicious. So look at what you have in your normal recipe repertoire, which of those things could you easily turn into a vegan dish just by making a couple of swaps or just by eliminating some animal products? Leave a comment below and let me know. The second thing I talk about in that menu planning workshop is to look at what you make that's already vegan. Chances are there's already things that you cook that are vegan already. You just don't think of it that way. If you make, guacamole or salsa or, certain salads, there are things that you are already making that you already know how to make that are vegan. Put those in the comments below too. So you're making a list of the things that can be easily made vegan with a few swaps and the things that you already make that are vegan. Then the third thing is to start adding new recipes. In the world of today of Google, you can find any kind of recipe online. All you need to do is search, vegan bean dishes or just vegan recipes on Google or on YouTube. There is so much out there of recipes. And on my own site, I have lots of things. I have, vegan lentil recipes, vegan macaroni and cheese, vegan whatever it is you're looking for. Look online and find some recipes. The way I like to do it is to find 2 or 3 recipes. I look at a variety of different ones and I say, okay, I like this part of this recipe, but this other part, not so much. But this recipe here, well, I like not so much that part, but this over here. And by pulling together a couple of different recipes, I'm able to create something that's uniquely me, that really fits my own tastes. And, sometimes the first time you make it, it may not taste very good. That doesn't mean to scrap it. See if you can figure out what it was. It's good to write notes in the margins of the recipe or, make notes on a piece of paper and say, this was, not enough salt or too much this, and make it again and see if you can improve on it. Maybe you try tofu for the first time and you don't like it. It doesn't mean don't ever eat tofu again. Look around at other recipes and see what suggestions you find to make it taste better, such as marinating it, because tofu by itself doesn't taste very good. What are the other ways you can cook something? Keep trying things, and as your taste buds grow, as your taste buds get used to this new way of eating, you may find that things that you didn't used to like now begin to taste better. So what are 2 or 3 recipes that you would like to find vegan alternatives for? Write those in the comments below. And so each couple of weeks, add another 1 or 2 recipes to your repertoire. And over the course of several months, you will create quite a selection of recipes that you can go to. And before long, you will have some standby recipes that you will always have the ingredients for, and that you will be able to easily make, and that you and your family will enjoy. Vegan food is delicious. My motto is no boring food in my kitchen. So get yourself the ingredients that you need. Each time you add a new recipe to your list, then you can add those ingredients onto your shopping list. You don't need to get all the ingredients at once. In another one of my courses, the vegan kitchen course, there's a long list of ingredients that you might want in your kitchen, but you don't need to get them all at once. As a recipe needs something new, just buy those few things. Over time, your kitchen cabinets will switch over from animal-based kitchen to a vegan kitchen. Allow yourself time to make the transition, to gradually incorporate new recipes into your diet and into your kitchen. So that's reason number 3 people quit their vegan diet, is that they don't know what to eat and they're worried about getting bored of the food that they're eating, bored of the same old 2 or 3 recipes on their menu. Reason number 4 why people quit being vegan is they worry they're going to lose too much weight. Yes, you're going to lose weight. In fact, quickly. Your face will thin really, really fast, even before you lose any pounds. I think the puffiness from eating the meat. Your body, as we talked about earlier, will be purging some of the toxins and the things that are stored in the fat. And so all of that will shed very quickly. And then after that process is done, you will begin to add weight where it belongs and not in the places where it doesn't belong. Don't worry about whether you're going to lose your booty or get just to be stick thin. Just keep doing what you know you need to do to be healthy. I think in many places in the world, we don't even know what an actual healthy weight looks like because people are so overweight. I was just recently in the US and I was reminded again just how so many people are overweight. And so we've lost our understanding of what a healthy weight actually is. So be patient. Let your body go through this healing process, shedding and rebuilding process, and you will eventually get to your natural healthy weight. So that's reason number 4 why people quit being vegan, is they're afraid they're going to lose too much weight. Reason number 5 why people stop being vegan, and that's because they feel weird, peculiar, like an oddball. And yes, you're going to be an oddball. And I'll bet you that you probably have always felt like an oddball. The fact that you're even considering doing this or trying to do this means that you're not the normal average person for the most part. And so chances are you've probably been attracted to or interested in or willing to try things that are outside of the realm of what is normal or usual. And as far as I'm concerned, that's not a bad thing. This day and age is like the push to be the same, follow the influencers, be trendy. And if you look at the lives of people who are following that, it's not necessarily the life that you want to follow. So the fact that you're peculiar, it's okay. And I have found in my life that over time, my family has gotten used to the fact that I eat weird. They just say, oh yeah, that's how much she eats weird. And they've made adaptations, they've accommodated, they've learned what that means for me. And that's worked well for me. And it'll happen for you too. At first, yes, you're going to be an oddball and everybody around you is going to be, making a big deal about it. Or you find that your friends maybe they don't even want to be around you anymore because of the way you eat. And eventually you'll start to make new friends. Who is in your circle of friends will change. Maybe some of the friends that you have or your family will look at what's happening to you as you're healing and you're losing weight and your skin is glowing, and they'll say, maybe I want to try some of that too, and they may start asking you questions. One of the things that is very important, though, is to not be a vegangelist. I have a blog post I wrote about that some years ago. Once you do start feeling so good and healthy and you want to spread the word, you want everybody else to know about what's possible for them if they make this same choice for making a change in their diet and lifestyle. But most people don't want to hear it. And if you are preachy vegangelism, you will scare people away. You will make people angry. People will want to avoid you because they don't want to hear this stuff anymore. So don't be a vegangelist. Just keep it to yourself. Show by your actions what it can be. Just be a role model. And like I said, over the course of time, as you begin finding different places to eat, as you begin, making different choices in the way you live your life, you will connect with people who are making similar choices. Your circle of friends will expand or shift, and you will not feel like so much of an oddball anymore. With that said, again, just get used to it. It's okay. Be proud of your oddballism. Stand tall and proud and courageous, and be a shining example of what's possible in this world. That's reason number 5 why people stop being vegan, is that they're afraid of being an oddball. So those are the 5 reasons why people often stop being vegan. They start to feel sick. They're having a healing crisis. It gets to be expensive and confusing with all these strange ingredients. they don't know what to eat, or they get tired of eating the same things all the time. They worry about getting too thin, losing too much weight, and they feel like an oddball. They don't fit in with their friends and family. They're reasons that may be frustrating, they may take some time to work through, but if you can push through, if you do the work now to learn the skills you need to learn, to get used to this new lifestyle, to let your body do its detoxing, to learn to love your body at whatever weight it is, you will be able to create a healthy diet and lifestyle that you can stick to. One that you enjoy eating, one that you feel good about yourself, and knowing that you're taking care of yourself in the best way possible. And you will unleash the potential to be who you're meant to be, to do the things that you are meant to do in this world, to be whole and healthy. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. If so, click the subscribe button and don't forget to click like and share this video with those who you think could benefit from this information. And let's spread the healing power of a healthy plant-based lifestyle. That's it for today. I'm Ama Opari here in Arusha, Tanzania. Kwaheri, goodbye.